Hey, Bobby here. Have you ever been super confused by a woman's hot and cold behavior towards you? So what does that mean and how should you handle it? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So today I want to talk about why women will act hot and cold towards you, what it means, and how you should handle it. First off, what does it mean? What do I mean by hot and cold? If you've ever been talking to a woman and maybe sometimes she responds right away to your messages, to your texts, to your Facebook chats, right? And her replies are long and she asks you questions and she tells you about her day and she seems to care about your day. I consider that hot. That's hot behavior. On the other hand, if she replies with like one-word responses like okay or LOL, or she takes forever to get back to you, or she just doesn't seem to try to keep that conversation going, I consider that behavior cold. This also applies to when you're hanging out in her person with her, right? Is she flirty with you? Is she asking you questions? Does she try to keep the conversation going? Is she making future plans with you? Is she engaged? Is her attention focused on you? That's her being hot. Cold behavior is when, she's more interested in, looking at her phone than she is talking to you, or when she seems distracted, or when she seems bored, or when you sense a hesitation in her voice, when you, like if you say, oh, we should do this together, and she's like, oh, and you sense that hesitation. That's cold behavior. Now, cold behavior sucks. It's confusing. It's even worse when things have been going well and then for no good reason, she pulls back or just kind of like, she puts the brakes on the relationship. By the way, if you have trouble reading a woman's signals, grab a copy of my report, 88 Ways to Read a Woman's Mind, because I break down all the different subtle clues a woman is constantly giving you about how she really feels, because the clues are there. Back to hot and cold behavior. Okay, so hot and cold behavior. So what's going on, right? Why is this happening? What the hell is going through her head that makes her act this way? There's a few things that could actually be happening. First, attraction is not black or white. This means that her attraction towards you, it fluctuates by the day, sometimes by the hour, sometimes by the minute. Imagine there's this thermostat, right? And 100 degrees is hot, 30 degrees is cold. If you're not doing things actively to keep her interested in you, that thermostat's gonna keep dropping, right? She's gonna become less and less attracted to you. And it especially drops if she starts to sense that maybe you're not as cool as she thought you were. Maybe you're not as interesting. Maybe other girls don't find you as attractive as she thought you were. A lot of times we start showing too much interest in her and she pulls back because she's not at that same level of attraction yet and she doesn't want to commit to something with us before she's ready. Number two, another reason she might be doing it is another guy pops in the picture. Let's face it, nowadays, women have a ton of options. Every time she pulls out her phone, some guy is trying to get in her pants. So if a more interesting option shows up, she might suddenly sort of slow things down with you to make sure she doesn't tie herself up with the wrong guy, right? She doesn't want to saddle the wrong horse when there's other options out there. The third reason she might be acting hot and cold towards you is she's testing you. This is an unconscious thing, right? She's not consciously doing it, but a lot of times if a girl isn't quite sure about you, she'll pull her attention and her affection back to see how you act. More importantly, what she's looking for is to see whether or not she misses you or she regrets it. If she pulls her attention back and it doesn't bother her and it doesn't scare her, it doesn't make her think, oh my God, I might lose this guy, she takes this as a sign that she might not really be into you. On the other hand, if she pulls her attention back and then she freaks out that you're gonna, drop her, you're gonna find some other girl, she'll convince herself you must be the one. Here's what's really important though. What's really, 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 really important is how you handle her hot and cold behavior. That's what's most important.